Cuisine and etiquette in Uganda. In Uganda, the staple food is matoke, cooking bananas. Other food crops include cassava, manioc, sweet potatoes, white potatoes, yams, beans, peas, ground nuts, peanuts, cabbage, onions, pumpkins, and tomatoes. Some fruits such as oranges, pawpaws, papayas, lemons, and pineapples are also grown. Most people, except for a few who live in the city centers, produce their own food. The responsibility for preparing the family's meal belongs solely to women and girls in the home. Men and boys of age 12 and above are not even expected to sit in the kitchen, which is separate from the main house. Cooking is done on an open fire using wood for fuel. Most families eat 2 meals a day. The 2 meals are lunch and supper. Breakfast is just a cup of tea or a bowl of porridge. When a meal is ready, all members of the household wash their hands and sit down on floor mats. Hands have to be washed before and after the meal because most Ugandans eat with their hands. At mealtime, everybody is welcome. Visitors and neighbors who drop in are expected to join the family at a meal. Food is served by women. They cut it up into small pieces for each family member of the family. Sauce, which is usually a stew with vegetables, beans, butter, salt, and curry powder, is served to each person on a plate. Sometimes fish or beef stew is served. Normally, a short prayer is said before the family starts eating. During the meal, children talk only when asked a question. It is bad manners to reach for salt or a spoon. It is better to ask someone sitting close to it to pass it. It is also bad manners to leave the room while others are still eating. Everyone respects the meal by staying seated until the meal is over. Leaning on the left hand or stretching one's legs while at a meal is a sign of disrespect and is not tolerated. People usually drink water at the end of the meal. It is considered odd to drink water while eating. When the meal is finished, everyone in turn gives a compliment to the mother by saying, "Thank you for preparing the meal, madame." No dessert is served after the meal. Fruits like pawpaw, pineapples, or sweet bananas are normally eaten as a snack between meals. Number 1. Read the sentence. Breakfast is just a cup of tea or a bowl of porridge. What does porridge most likely mean? A. Tea, B. Coffee, C. Oatmeal, D. Fruit. Number 2. What are the 2 most likely reasons the author described Ugandan cuisine and etiquette in detail in the passage? A. To convince readers that Ugandan cuisine is an incorrect way of preparing food. B. To explain that Uganda has unique customs and traditions that people are used to. C. To contrast the difference between food prepared by men and women. D. To highlight the importance of eating vegetables. E. To describe to travelers how to behave when eating a meal in Uganda. Number 3. When do people in Uganda drink water? A. Before a meal. B. During a meal. C. After a meal. D. They don't drink water. Number 4. Which sentence best states the main idea of the passage? A. Mothers are the most important members of the household. B. Ugandans typically eat 2 meals a day, consisting mostly of vegetables and prepared by the mother. C. Ugandans pray before they eat. D. Breakfast is not typically eaten by Ugandans. Number 5. How do the details in cuisine and etiquette in Uganda help the reader understand the differing roles of males and females? Choose 2. A. By explaining that Uganda men are not expected to sit in the kitchen. B. By explaining that in Uganda the kitchen is separate from the rest of the house. C. By explaining that in Uganda only children are not allowed to speak during meals. D. By explaining that in Uganda neither men or women are allowed to leave until everyone has finished eating. E. By explaining that in Uganda people compliment the mother at the end of the meal.